Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well, staying home and staying safe. For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys some hair care tips that I wish I knew earlier. Now, I have done a part 1 to this video, so I will leave a link for you guys up in the eye so you can go ahead and check that video out. But basically in that video, I talk a lot more about science and genes, but I do have some tips in there. But ever since that video, I've started implementing a lot of different things on my own hair and I've seen a positive change, and I thought, you know what, let me share it with my fam. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So yes, without any further ado, if you want to know some hair care tips that I wish I knew earlier, and maybe even you want to implement on your hair for a better hair, then please keep on watching. Let's start off with something not a lot of us address but is very, very important now, because we are in a sort of unofficial lockdown, and even when we were last year, a lot of people were cutting their own hair at home and they used their kitchen scissors, craft scissors, whatever scissors that they had. But that is not a good thing to do. You need to have a barber scissor with you guys. I have been cutting my own hair since the last 10 years. I cut my own bangs and everything. That's just how I like to do it. Like, I am not a professional, but I just do it by myself. And I've had barber scissors because when you use scissors that's not meant for your hair or is a little too blunt, it will end up damaging the ends. So you might be chopping your hair to get rid of split ends, but you're gonna get more split ends because you are damaging your hair, because you'll be going again and again on the same section and just creating a lot of tension for your hair. Get a sharp pair of scissors that would cut your hair in a snap so that you're not putting your hair through so much stress, and you will see that the ends of your hair start looking much more healthier. Okay, so this tip is for my girls and boys out there who stress a lot about their hair fall, and they are going through hair fall and they don't know what to do. Nothing is working out for them. Now, let me just again break it down scientifically a little bit, and then I'll give you my tip. Our hair is keratin. Keratin is protein. So, if you want to just regrow your hair or make sure your hair is stronger, increase protein in your diet. If you can't take a protein shake, then take natural sources of protein. If you are a non-vegetarian, then maybe meats, or you can go for tofu, paneer, whatever it is. But increase protein in your diet. Now, dals are not heavy on proteins. Any sort of pulses have more carbohydrates than they have protein. So make sure you make your smart choices. Make sure you go through the calorific index and the nutritional value of everything to know how much protein you're actually taking. As soon as you increase your protein, you will see after a month or so your hair will start feeling much more stronger. You will have new hair growth too if there are follicles that are still alive on your scalp. Of course, once a follicle dies, you can't regrow the hair, but you know what I mean, right? So if you are going through a lot of hair fall, because we will be starting with monsoons in the southern part of India and then it will come up north around July, August. So if you go through a lot of hair fall, just increase your protein intake and it would really help in your hair. I personally like to take a protein shake because I can't take the amount of protein that we are advised to take every single day just from the sources, because it will be a little too much. Now, ideally, your protein consumption should be in grams of what you weigh in kilos. So, for example, if I weigh 60 kilos, I need to have 60 grams of protein. I hope that was easy for you, but yes, increase your protein intake and you will see a change. Let's start with some hair washing tips. How many of us are guilty of washing our scalp with our nails? Like going like this, I know I am, and it has ruined my scalp so much because I always had little scabs here and there because my scalp was really, really sensitive, and every single time I used to go like that, I used to wound myself, and not a good situation. You should always use your fingertips and not your nails. And if you have acrylics, or if you have fake nails, or if you just like to have long nails, natural nails, what you can do is place it flat on your scalp. Okay, so place your hands flat on your scalp and go like this so that your nails are not scratching against your scalp like this. So go like this and go very gently once you're washing your hair. You want to be very gentle with your scalp. You can also exfoliate your scalp with the help of a brush, a hairbrush. Even that should be very, very soft on the scalp. Please don't go for very harsh scalp exfoliators. Alright, so make sure your scalp is nourished, is taken care of, and is exfoliated very gently. The next tip is to do with drying your hair. Now, I love to air dry or towel dry my hair, and that is something I've loved ever since. I feel like if I can minimize on the blow drying, I will. If I'm using something like my Dyson Airwrap, then maybe it's different because I'm styling and drying. But if I have to go into the blow dryer and then with the straightening iron, I prefer to just air dry my hair and go with my straightening iron. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. But earlier I used to use microfiber cloths, but I have shifted to a t-shirt, I would say about 6 months ago, and every single time I go on my Instagram after my hair washing routine, a lot of you always ask me what am I using for my hair, and I just use an old cotton t-shirt, like 100% cotton t-shirt, and it has changed my hair. I've noticed that my hair feels so much more softer and less frizzier. Of course, I've had that phase where I used to use my fluffy towel and just go like that on my hair and just, you know, rub it against itself, and that's not the best because you're creating friction, and again that will lead to breakage, split ends and whatnot. So first of all, stop doing that to your hair. Secondly, if you want, you can go for a microfiber cloth, but you don't need to particularly invest in it. You can definitely just use an old cotton t-shirt, or you can even buy a new cotton t-shirt for your hair. It's your hair that we're talking about, and you can go for that, and that would do wonders for your hair. Just give your hair some time and let it get adapted to, you know, just drying in a cotton t-shirt. The last tip I want to talk about is something that blew my mind. Like, it blew my mind. I cannot stress enough on how good of a tip this is. Now, we all love hair serums, don't we? Like, we all love it. They make your hair soft, shiny and just frizz-free and whatnot. But how do we apply our hair serums? We just take our serum like that on our palm, we rub it against each other, and then we rub it on our hair. Again, we are rubbing our hair, which would lead to breakage, split ends, frizziness and all of that. I have a tip for you guys on how to apply your hair serum, which would blow your mind. I'm not kidding you. If you already know this, you're a genius. You should have told me before, and we're not friends anymore. Jokes aside, let's move on to the actual tip, and you want to start off by taking a serum that works for your hair, and rather than taking it on the palm of your hand, take it in between your fingers. Don't pump the pump all the way down, just pump it very, very slightly so you get like a drop or maybe half a drop in between your fingers. You don't want to go overboard with this because then it would lead to oily hair, and once you're done with applying that in between your fingers, you just want to warm it up like this, okay? And then you just want to run it through your hair. This would ensure that you are not rubbing the hair against each other and the product is evenly distributed, and this would lead to hair that looks shiny, smooth, manageable, non-greasy, non-oily and healthy. And yes, those were all of the tips that I wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Do let me know some hair care tips that you wish you knew earlier or have just started incorporating in your hair care game, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the last video of this April daily upload series. Till then, take care. I love you all so much. Mwah. Bye.